My name is Benjamin Jenga. I'm the co-founder and the chief customer officer of Apollo. At Apollo, we help small-scale farmers to maximize their profitability and transition them from subsistence to commercial farming. I have a passion for agriculture and a very strong belief that technology has the power to make agriculture profitable for small-scale farmers. I grew up on a farm and my mother is a small-scale farmer. She used only to harvest 5 bags per acre, and we knew she had the potential to double or triple her production. She couldn't be able to access the tools to enable that. And that is the same problem or challenge facing over 1 billion rural residents farming 100 million of acres across Africa. And these are very real challenges that small-scale farmers are facing. I was actually forced to drop from high school for over 1 year because my mother couldn't be able to pay school fees from the unproductive farm. I was only able to go back to school when I got an access to a government scholarship, but all that could have been avoided if at all my mom had a productive farm. This could be a challenge, but I see it as an enormous business opportunity. Smallholder farmers may be seen as poor, but they are very rich in land. They can be able to grow profitable farming enterprises if they can be able to get the required support. The good news is that we know the solutions, and this is where Apollo comes in. So for every crop, we design an optimized bundle of everything the farmer needs to be able to succeed. That is high quality inputs like seed and fertilizer, insurance that protects the farmer during a bad season, and also training during the season so that the farmer can be able to increase their production. And above all, financing so that these farmers can be able to afford the package at planting and they can be able to pay it after harvest after they have realized the return on investment. The customer journey for a farmer at Apollo is very simple. So a farmer applies for the loan by sending an SMS, and that is after hearing us from various marketing channels like radio, referrals, and other kind of marketing efforts that we do on the ground. After they send a text, we have a call center of 150 people who moved to remote during COVID, and they call back to the farmer to get more information about the product and also get where the farmer is located. Once the farmer commits themselves by paying a small fee, we automatically dispatch a commission-based field agent who has an Android app to go and collect information from the farmer's farm. So they walk around the boundaries of the farm and also correct some KYC information like the photo of the farmer, the photo of the national ID, and all that data sync back to our data platform. Combined with other data we get from the customer, plus other data we pull from the satellite technology, we are able to learn a credit model that build credit profiles for these customers, and we are able to have a better sense of farmers who can be able to pay a loan and those who can be able to pay a loan. For farmers who are approved for the loan, they get a mobile-based SMS voucher that they present to their local agro-dealer networks who we have been able to partner with them to do the last mile distribution. So the farmer walks to their nearest retailer in the village, they present the voucher, and then they are able to get the bundle that they have been able to be approved for. During the season, they receive training on best practices on how they can be able to increase their production. We have been able to innovate by using highly engaged voice-based trainings that we are able to deliver in the farmer's phone as a phone call, and that works even for featured phones that our farmers have. Then during the season, they are also able to pay slowly over the season using M-Pesa until harvest when they are able to sell their produce and they can be able to pay back. Right now, we have been able to build a product that farmers love, and we have been able to scale it or continue growing year on year since we started in 2017. We have been able to reach to over 25,000 farmers with loan compared to last season, a similar time last season when we had 8,000 customers, and that is a 3x growth. So we believe that we have the product the farmers love and we want to continue scaling it. One of the key things for our growth is that we need the working capital to be able to finance the farming inputs. I would say it's not easy. especially right now with COVID, we anticipate there will be some challenges in the financial markets to raise the working capital we need to support our growth. And I think with the support from Prosperous during this time, it will really go a long way to support to support Apollo to be able to realize the goal that we are setting for ourselves to reach more customers come next season. What we know is that even if there is COVID, farmers will continue planting and people will continue eating. So this is the most important time that we need to continue supporting our farmers, because we don't want to have a health crisis and also a food crisis. So supporting our farmers to be able to produce more food, and the support from Prosperous will go a long way to be able to enable us continue scaling and continue reaching to more farmers so that we can be able to support them with the tools they need to succeed. A typical farmer, before they start using Apollo package, they produce on average 10 bags. Once they start using the Apollo package, especially the maize package, they're able to move their production from 10 to almost 20 bags. And that is almost a $600 increase in terms of revenue and a 3.5x return on investment just in one season. We want to start transitioning these customers to more commercial farming so that they can be able to farm as a business. And this is where we'll be able to realize the vision for Apollo, but also the vision for the farmer, because the farmers will now start to grow more high profitable crops like potatoes, which they can be able to make more money, but also even support them with input financing. But where possible, we can also be able to support them to connect them to a market so that they can be able to make more money. So we see that as our bigger vision in terms of working closely with these farmers. As we start supporting them on maize and getting the trust from these customers, we can start walking the journey with these customers to transition them to a way they can be able to start farming as a business. By financing $147 to a farmer, it will transform the farmer's life. So they will be able to access inputs for 1 acre that has potential to increase their production to almost 25 bags, enabling the farmer to have food, but also they can be able to sell the produce to make money that they can be able to pay school fees for their kids.